What if the very thing you chase to feel alive is the chain that binds you? Picture a life where every waking moment is spent running toward pleasure, only to find it slipping through your fingers like sand. We live in an age where happiness is sold as a product, packaged in bright screens and instant rewards. Yet, beneath this shimmering surface lies a question that haunts the edges of our minds. Does this pursuit set us free, or does it enslave us? Aldous Huxley once imagined a world where people traded their souls for a drugged contentment, a vision so seductive it masks their captivity. Today, we don't swallow soma, but we scroll through feeds, chasing dopamine hits that vanish as quickly as they arrive. Consider the weight of this reality. Our freedom is not stolen by force, but surrendered willingly to fleeting joys. The more we seek, the less we find, trapped in a cycle that promises liberation yet delivers shackles. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill, a relentless march, where each pleasure fades, leaving us hungry for the next. It's a quiet theft, robbing us of time, depth, and the chance to ask what truly matters. Think about your last hour lost to a screen, the minutes dissolving into a blur of likes and loops. Did it fill you with life, or did it leave you hollow, a spectator to your own existence? This isn't just personal, it's a societal snare, woven by systems that profit from our distraction. Every click, every swipe, feeds an economy that thrives, not on our joy, but on our endless craving. Neuroscientists tell us, dopamine isn't the reward, it's the anticipation. That's why we refresh, reload, and reach again. Caught in a loop, designed to keep us tethered, Huxley warned of a tyranny so soft we'd embrace it, a control that feels like freedom because it tastes so sweet. Look around. Aren't we living it? Lulled by conveniences that dull our will to resist. Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard spoke of a despair born from chasing beauty over meaning, a life so shallow it drowns in its own excess. He saw what we often miss. Pleasure without purpose is a mask for emptiness. Pause and reflect. When was the last time you chose the hard path over the easy escape? The small decisions who you are, when no one's watching, shape the prison or the key. In 2023, a study in The Lancet linked excessive digital consumption to a 40% rise in loneliness among young adults. The irony stings. We connect to everything, yet feel nothing. Lost in a sea of instant fixes. Viktor Frankl, who endured unimaginable suffering, taught us that meaning, not happiness, is the flame that keeps us alive. He'd ask us now, are you building a life of substance, or just numbing the void? Imagine a day without your phone, without the hum of notifications pulling you away. Could you bear the silence, or has the noise become your master? The attention economy doesn't just want your time, it wants your soul, turning you into a cog in a machine that runs on restlessness. It's a marketplace where your attention is the currency and the highest bidder is your distraction. Tristan Harris, once a tech insider, calls it a slot machine in your pocket, rigged to keep you pulling the lead. Each ping is a gamble, and the house always wins, leaving you poorer in spirit. Huxley's dystopia wasn't science fiction, it was prophecy, a mirror held up to a world too enchanted to see its chains. We're not forced into submission, we volunteer, seduced by a comfort that costs us everything. Carl Jung believed we'd do anything to avoid facing ourselves, even drown in pleasures that promise escape. But what if the real escape lies in turning inward, confronting the shadows we've buried? Take a moment. What's one habit you cling to, knowing it pulls you from what you could become? That question isn't judgment, it's an invitation to wake up. The philosopher Erich Fromm warned that a life spent chasing heaven over being leaves us rich in things, but bankrupt in soul. We own more than ever, yet feel less, mistaking possession for peace. The data backs this up. A 2021 survey found 60% of people feel unfulfilled, despite material success. It's a quiet epidemic, a hunger no purchase can satisfy, driving us deeper into the trap. Now picture this. A life where every choice aligns with a purpose bigger than yourself. It's not a fantasy, it's a rebellion against a world that wants you small, distracted, and dependent. Aristotle called true happiness eudaimonia, flourishing, born not from indulgence, but from virtue and intention. It's a happiness that endures, not because it's easy, but because it's earned. Yet earning it demands discipline, the courage to say no to what feels good, and yes to what feels right. As Jocko Willink puts it, discipline equals freedom, a paradox that unlocks everything. Start small. Skip the scroll tonight. Sit with your thoughts instead. That discomfort, that stillness, is where the seeds of liberation take root. Studies show people who chase intrinsic goals, growth, connection, impact outlive and outshine those chasing fame or wealth. Purpose isn't just philosophy, it's survival, a lifeline in a pleasure-drunk world. Huxley saw a future where we'd love our servitude, too enchanted to fight it. But he also believed in our capacity to choose differently, to break the spell with awareness and will. Think of the greats Nelson Mandela, Marie Curie, whose legacies weren't built on comfort, but on struggle for something eternal. Their lives whisper a truth. The greatest joy lies beyond the next distraction. What if freedom isn't doing whatever you want, but mastering what you do? It's a shift from being a slave to your urges to becoming the architect of your fate. Martin Seligman's research on well-being reveals that meaning trumps pleasure every time in the quest for a life. It's not about feeling good, it's about living true, a distinction that changes everything. Try this. Tomorrow, pick one task that scares you, one that stretches you beyond the easy. That single act of defiance against inertia could rewrite your story. The systems around us thrive on our apathy, banking on our addiction to keep us dying. But every time you choose depth over diversion, you strike a blow against that machine. Kierkegaard said the crowd is untruth, urging us to stand apart, to seek what's real over what's popular. In a world of noise, your quiet resolve is a revolution. Frankl survived the camps by clinging to meaning when pleasure was a memory. He'd tell us now, your why can carry you through anyhow, if you're brave enough to find it. So here's the heart of it. Pleasure is a siren, luring you to rocks, disguised as paradise. True freedom lies in sailing past, eyes fixed on a horizon only purpose can reveal. Look at your life. Where are you trading your potential for a quick fix? That's not a question to answer. Aloud, it's a spark to carry into your next moment. We're at a crossroads, each of us, between a life dictated by desire and one forged by intention. Huxley's warning echoes still. The chains are ours to break, but only if we see them. What will you do with this awareness? This fleeting chance to reclaim yourself? How will you choose to live, knowing the pursuit of pleasure might be the subtlest prison of all?